So I have a very special strategy to teach you today. Now, in this strategy, we're going to be working with two very special indicators that are very, very dear to me. And the very first one is the relative strength index. So let's add that straight to the chart. So we click here and we go to the main, then we look for relative strength index. We click on it, and then we're going to be adding the levels. Okay, so please take note of the levels. We're working with levels 30, 70, 50, 20, 80, 100 and 0. Okay, and also take note, we're working with period 14, apply to close, and yep, so we click on add to the chart. So this is your relative strength index, guys, just in case you're not familiar with it. That's the relative strength index. Then the next indicator is the stochastic oscillator. So let's add that straight away to the chart. So I'm going to look out for the stochastic oscillator. So this is it. Now we're going to be working with percentage K period 14, percentage D period 3, so low in 3, simple method, and we're working with levels 20, 80, 50, 0 and 100. Okay guys, so after that you click on save, and this, here we go. So this is your stochastic oscillator on the chart. Now guys, how does this strategy work? Very, very simple. Please get your writing material so you write down all this that I'm going to be saying. And mind you, what I usually say is that when I do my top-down analysis using maybe H4, H1 and M15 time frame, that same thing can be replicated on D1, H4 and H1, or W1, D1, H4. Depends on the kind of trader you are, guys. So now let's run straight into the strategy. Now I want to pick a sell setup. So I'm going to be using H4, H1 and M15 time frame. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to wait for, okay, so I have a trending market, I already know. Okay, so I'm going to go to the H4 time frame and wait for the RSI. I'm going to wait for the RSI to get to, the RSI has to get to above level 70, guys. Please write this down. The RSI, I'm looking for a sell setup, so the RSI has to get to above level 70. Now as soon as that is done, the next thing you should look out for is that the stochastic oscillator is also above levels 80. Once that is clocked in, the next thing we do is we go to the H1 time frame. Now on the H1 time frame, guys, what am I going to be looking out for? Of course, I'm going to be looking out for the movement of the stochastic oscillator from levels 100 to levels 80. This is simply what I mean, guys. So please have your eyes on the stochastic oscillator. As you can see, the stochastic oscillator has moved from levels 100 to level 80. Okay, so that's telling me one thing, that the market has started moving. Okay, then I'm going to go to the M15, where I'm going to finally take my entry. On the M15 time frame, what am I supposed to be looking out for, guys? Very, very simple. So on the M15 time frame, I'm simply, just so I can get an early entry, so I'm simply going to be looking out for the touch, okay, where the stochastic oscillator crosses the levels 50. Okay, so the stochastic oscillator is expected to have moved from levels 100 to levels 50. Then I can storm into the trade, and when I storm into the trade, where am I placing my stop loss? So this is it. I entered somewhere here, and I'm going to place my stop loss somewhere here, guys. And then you can ride the trend, guys. You can ride the trend. Where am I supposed to exit this particular trade? Very simple, guys. Very, very simple. So I'm going to use my RSI to exit the trade. So I'm going to wait for the RSI. I'm going to wait for the RSI on the H1 time frame. Okay, I'm going to wait for the RSI to get to around levels 30. So just wait for the RSI on the H1 time frame to move to levels just below levels 30, okay, on the RSI, and then you can exit the trade, guys. So that is a very, very simple strategy, guys. Now let's look out for a buy setup. So I'm going to use another pair. Okay, so today I want to make use of the the USD JPY. Now the market is trending. So what am I going to be looking out for? Yeah, for a buy setup. So I'm going to wait for, on the H4 time frame, I'm going to look out for RSI getting to levels 30. Okay, for a buy setup. Now this is my USD JPY chart. Okay, the on the H4 time frame, I'm going to look out for the RSI moving below levels 30 and the stochastic oscillator moving below levels 20 on the H4 time frame. Then the next thing I'll do is to go to the H1 time frame. Good. Now on the H1 time frame, what am I going to be looking out for? This is my H1 time frame. So on the H1 time frame, remember what we said. So we want to see the stochastic oscillator. Please have your eyes fixed on the stochastic oscillator. We want to see the stochastic oscillator moving from level 0 to levels 20 on the stochastic oscillator. And then I'll move straight to the very next time frame, which is the 15 minutes time frame. Move straight to the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, what am I going to be looking out for? I simply want to see the stochastic oscillator move from level 0 to levels 50. And then what do? I storm into the trade, guys. Very simple. And then where do I place my stop loss? I'm going to place my stop loss just below the low here. And then I'm going to ride the trade all the way up to the using the H1 time frame, guys. So I'm going to use my H1 time frame as my exit signal. Okay, so I'm going to exit when the RSI on the H1 time frame moves above level 70. So guys, see how far you would have held this trade, guys. Just see how far. This is where you would have taken your entry, and see how far you would have enjoyed this trade, guys. So guys, this is very simple. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're a first time on this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.